Welcome back to Poolside Games. Today we are going to be going over Pac-Man Museum Plus. There are 14 Pac-Man games in this collection. We're going to be going through and looking at all of them, and I'll tell you what I think. So to start off, you start off with your arcade here, which is customizable. Sorry, that word just did not want to come to me. You can change different things around. You can move things. You can change the wallpaper. You can turn on and off the background, like that scrolling background down below. So all kinds of different things you can go into customize, and you can move stuff around and change it however you want it to look. I'm not going to goof with it too much, but so you know there is there. And all of this, a lot of this different stuff, you can unlock more and more of it. So when you first get in here, there's not a whole lot, and you start unlocking more and more things. So, and then as you can see, there are a bunch of arcade games that when you start, all you can play, I think, is just Pac-Man. And you got to play Pac-Man a few times, then it unlocks Super Pac-Man and continues on. So you keep unlocking more games. So there are, what it looks like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 arcade games and 7 console games. And here is where you come over to this console table, and that's where you play all the console games. So, but we will start right off with just going through Pac-Man, the original Pac-Man here. So you have to hit the R1 button to put credits in. You can see in the top left corner, you do have a certain amount of tokens, but you get tokens pretty easily by playing the games just as you play them. I've always earned a lot more tokens that I've spent. But here is just the original Pac-Man, the 1980s classic arcade game. So growing up, this game was, I wasn't really playing games in 1980 when this came out, but when I started going to the arcade, you would find Pac-Man, but it wasn't quite as big as it had been. But the ghost is gonna get me. He did get me, as I was saying. But Pac-Man was in like every pizza parlor, so I played Pac-Man a lot at the Pizza Hut that was near us. And that's when I played it a lot. And I did play it a lot. It was at Pizza Hut. I really remember going and playing it there. A lot of fun. I'm obviously talking to you and not playing. This is not going well. Not that I am the best Pac-Man player ever, I admit. I usually get to about level 6 or 7, and that's it if I'm doing good. Sometimes I don't even make it that far. As you can see, I lost 2 lives getting through level 1 that time. Of course, I was talking, but here it is, Pac-Man. This is an absolute classic. I do really enjoy playing Pac-Man. It's a lot of fun. And yeah, great game, great game. I love the fact that this is the original arcade game, just ported over to a home system. So that is our first game. Kind of skipped through a lot of that stuff. I guess on the next game I'll show you more what that is, because you can see where it says Pac-Man and then it talks about it. You can go through, you can see what your high score is, and under missions it has all kinds of different things that you can do. Oh, this is just the scoreboard. I'll show you on the next game what all the missions are and everything. Oh, here we go. There we go, I hit the wrong one. So there's different things you can try to do in each game, and if you do it, it opens things up for you. So, see, I've never cleared 10 rounds. It looks like I've got through 5 rounds. But yeah, so if you get through 10 rounds, you'll unlock this. So you can see I've unlocked a bunch of different things, so that's what that is. And it's that like that on every game. Also, on each game you go to Game Guide, and it talks about the rules, the controls, and also the history. So there's a little history on every game you can go through and read on each one of these. That's another cool feature. But here we go with Super Pac-Man. So Super Pac-Man, I didn't play that much in the arcade. I played it a few times, but really, I only started playing it more because of the collection. And it's pretty interesting. It's like Pac-Man, but you have to pick up keys to unlock different things. And the power pellet, like I just picked up, that lets you eat ghosts, it also has these pellets that make you really big. And you're going fast. Oh, I keep missing that pellet. Sheesh, never mind. But this is Super Pac-Man. I do like this game. It's a little different. You have to try to, you know, grab keys and everything to unlock stuff. But I feel like I have to focus on this one more to actually be able to play it. I don't know what's up with the ghosts. They seem to, like, oh, that was close. So you can see what it is. It's fun. It's an interesting game. It's like Pac-Man. It's just a little different in what you're grabbing. So rather than just trying to get the pellets, you have to unlock stuff. So you're having to focus on. And then I like the addition of the super. And you can see, you can, when you're like the big Super Pac-Man, you can eat through walls. So you don't have to unlock it if you're the Super Pac-Man. But you only have 2 of those big pellets. So you have to be careful with using those and kind of plan out how you're going to do things. Oh no. Oh well. So here you go. Super Pac-Man, another arcade classic. And like I said, I enjoyed playing this on the collection. I didn't really play it too much in the arcade, so it was really fun to be able to try it here. I'm going to finish. I'm almost done now. There we go. Okay, so return to arcade. Yes, and then... So I skipped through this pretty quick last time. I didn't really get any further than I had before. And I haven't played it a lot. You can see I've only cleared 4 out of 5 stages. So as you can see, I haven't played it too much. But this is the results of everything you're trying to do in the game. So that is the missions. And you can unlock stuff as you go through and do missions. So. Okay. So moving on, next we will do, I guess we'll do Pac-Mania. Okay, so Pac-Mania is not my favorite Pac-Man game. It is interesting, and I like that they tried to do it 3D, but in comparison, it just doesn't move as fast as the other ones, and you really only see a little bit of the screen. So, yeah, so it's just, it has a different feel. I like the fact that they were trying to do something different and go 3D and everything. So it looks kind of cool, but it just feels sluggish in the play and everything. And I don't like not being able to see everything. It seems to make it more complicated. So ghosts, in all the games, when you pick up a power pellet, you get more points based on how many ghosts you eat. So like you get 200, then you get 400, then you can get 800, 1600. But here you go. This is what it is. Like I said, this is probably one of the games I do not like as much on the collection, just because I was not a big fan of, like I said, it's slow and the 3D concept is cool, but you can't see too much of what's going on. So I feel like I'm being repetitive in what I'm talking about in this game, but you can, there we go, I died. Anyway, you were able to see it. So that is Pac-Arena. That was, Pac-Mania, that's right. So I do actually like, so speaking of, we will go to Pac-Man arrangement next, which actually I am a big fan of Pac-Man arrangement. So Pac-Man arrangement plays a lot like the original Pac-Man, but the levels keep changing. So here you see it. It's kind of got a blend of Pac-Man Mania and the original Pac-Man. It's kind of got a 3D look to it, but as Pac-Man, the levels are exactly the same all the way through. Oh, I hit him just as he turned back. So as I was saying, in the original Pac-Man, how the level's the same over and over and over. In this one, it is different, and that is one of the things about it, is it keeps rearranging. So I'm going to show you the next stage so you can see what I mean. Okay, so see, it's a different setup, and they keep adding things. Like on this one, you can do dash, so you hit these and you go really fast in that direction. But yeah, so this is Pac-Man arrangement, and I was a big fan of this game. I did really like this game. Okay, so Pac-Man Battle Royale, I will show you. This game is a lot of fun, 3 or 4 players. One player playing against the computer is not as fun. So if you have a group of friends to come over and play this, I would suggest it. I have played it with several people. We've had people over, and I played it 4-player on this version, and I really liked it. Multiplayer, this was fun in the arcade too, so long as you had enough people. But playing it single player on the collection isn't as fun, and I'll show you. Okay, so you can see it's you and one other player, and it can be you and up to 3 other players. And you gotta watch the ghosts. You bounce off each other. And once you eat everything, so you're trying to get the power pellet, and then you're trying to eat the other guy. There we go. And so I won this round. And I said, that's it. And then he goes back, and it's the exact same thing again. Whoa, didn't get to him in time. Oh, he's gonna get it, so then you have to run away. Well, this is it. It's just kind of, and he bumped me into a ghost. But it is a lot more fun with multiple players. So the single player, it's okay, but it's just, I don't know, it's just okay. It's a lot more fun with more people. Oh, I died. So anyway, great multiplayer game though, so if you have a bunch of people playing, it is fun. So that was Battle Royale, and we went over Pac-Mania, and we went over arrangement. So Pac and Pal and Pac-Man, and I'll show you Pac and Pal first. Pac and Pal kind of looks like Super Pac-Man, but I don't like this as well. Like, I like Pac-Man and Super Pac-Man, So this one, you grab the cards, which unlocks different areas. And the little green guy, whatever that is, it's called Pac-Man, but they just, whatever the green guy does, he just runs around and tries to steal the fruit from you. Oh, I'm gonna die. Oh, there we go. Anyway, so this is what it is. You grab cards to open areas, and then you have to try to get the fruit back from whatever the little green thing is, and you can get power-ups, which didn't allow you to attack things and stuff. Oh, that didn't even allow me to attack that. Anyway, I was not a big fan of Pac and Pal here. I'm not even sure why it's called Pac and Pal, as this doesn't even really seem like your pal, as it just steals things from you. But there you go. Everything was off the stage, so I finished, but yeah, this was not my favorite game on the collection. I didn't really like playing it all that much. It's like Pac-Man, but it's just, I don't know. Well, you saw it. I don't really want to keep playing it. Like I said, I didn't like it that much. Okay, so Pac-Land will be the last one we go through, and Pac-Land is a little different. It is more like a side-scrolling, like, oh, sorry. No, hold on, sorry. I hit the wrong button there, that's all. So you can double tap forward to run, and then you're just running through the level, and it's just like a, kind of like a basic 2D side-scroll game. So this is just like a side-scrolling game. You can grab power pellets like here, and then you can get ghosts. So, yeah, this is what it is. I mean, I like this more than Pac and Pal, but again, not my favorite Pac-Man game. And it's got like different things like from Pac-Man, like you grab fruit, you get power pellets, but oh man, so I didn't do very well there. So there we go. Well, I guess I am not going to keep going. You've seen it. This is what the game is. I've got through a couple of levels. I mean, as you go on, obviously it starts getting more platformy, where there's a lot more you have to avoid, and you can see there's like moving platforms and all kinds of stuff going on. Actually, I guess I will play a little bit longer, because there's this spot up ahead that when I first got to really threw me off, and I thought was... So coming up, there's like this springboard, and when you jump over the springboard, you jump, and then you have to keep hitting right a whole bunch to float like this. And at first, I did not get that, and I was like, no matter what I did, I'd die. So anyway, here I get to the end, and the fairy turns into a princess or a queen fairy or something, and then you turn around and you run back. And then you get back, and then you go on to level 2. So, this is Pac-Land, and it was okay. It just seemed really fairly simplistic. Okay. So that is all the arcade games. Again, games that I really like. Pac-Man, of course, Super Pac-Man. Pack Arrangement was great. Pack and Pal, not my favorite. Pac-Land, kind of slow, you know, was different. With Friends, Battle Royale is great, and Pac-Mania, I just thought was kind of slow and didn't fit that great. Was not that fun to play. Okay, so let's go on to all the home console stuff. We're going to start with Pac-Man 256. And so, I guess if you get to the 256th level of Pac-Man, there is a glitch and it won't let you past it. Now, I don't know how anyone figured this out, and I can't imagine ever getting that far in Pac-Man, as I have a hard time getting past level 6. So, the point of this is just to keep going. You can grab, you see how there's a break right there? So you want to grab pellets in a row. So if you're not grabbing pellets, the score will start going down. Like right there, I got 41 in a row. Oh, and there's the glitch. So gotta keep moving, and you'll see the glitch pop up. So I actually like Pac-Man 256. This is a pretty fun game. Oh, so I died. And once you die, it's game over. That's it. You have one life, and you're just trying to get as far as you can. But there are different pickups and different power-ups that let you do different things. Bombs, you can pick up a laser. So, but it's pretty fun. I enjoyed Pac-Man 256, so... Okay, so next, Pack Attack. Pack Attack's kind of odd. It's like a Tetris style kind of like puzzle game with Pac-Man. Yeah, I'll show it to you, and like I like puzzle games like Tetris and columns and everything. This I had a hard time getting into. So you are wanting to complete. You have to be able to go all the way across. And you can see then Pac-Man shows up, and then you can eat the ghosts that you have. So the problem is sometimes where you want to set stuff. I guess we'll set it here. So here's Pac-Man, and we're going to put him... Oh no, he went the other way. That's not what I wanted. I guess it matters which way he's facing. I haven't played this that much. Okay, oh there, he's going the right way. Okay, so here we'll drop him and he'll eat everything. And then there we go. We completed 1, 2. But it gets difficult as you go on, and depending on where you place things and where ghosts get dropped. And then here comes Pac-Man with blocks, so then you have to make sure that you drop it so that he'll hit and be able to eat the ghosts. I don't think this is going to work. Oh, see, and now we have everything. We have to get rid of all of this, all these guys before we can move on. Okay, so... Oh, that was pretty good, but we still have 1 left. I don't think this is going to work at all. Oh, okay, it worked better than I thought it would. But you see, now I have the ghosts all over the place and trying to get them. So this game, yeah, it was an interesting idea, but not my favorite game. Okay, well that was really helpful. Oh no, that's awful. I just blocked those guys in. Anyway, here it is. I don't want to keep playing, so... But then even like that, where I got a whole bunch open on the side. There we go. Well, you get the idea. I don't know. It was an interesting idea and an interesting blend, but it didn't work for me really well as a Pac-Man game or as like a puzzle game. So it was just sort of there, but not a lot of fun either direction. Alright, Pac-In Time. So Pac-In Time was released on, I think it was the Famicom. And as you can see, it's all in Japanese still, so but it is in English. The English is on the screen so you can see it, and it does have a story about Pac-Man and his family and an evil witch casting a spell on him or something, and he goes back in time and becomes Pac-Boy. And there's Pac-Boy, and you have to, and you're back in time, so you got to try to get back to the present. But anyway, story aside, here is the game. So like Pac-Man, you still got to go through and get pellets, and you got to get all of the pellets. Stop. Okay, so you have to get all the pellets before you get to the exit, and then that's what opens up the gate at the end. Okay, so I'm able to shoot fireballs because you see in the top left corner I have fireballs selected. Now each level has different items that you start with, and you can collect different items as you go through the level. This game is okay. I mean, it was interesting playing this. I wish the controls were a little smoother. Beyond that, it was pretty interesting. I did like going through and trying to find all the pellets. I liked that it was kind of like a more of a platforming Pac-Man game, but definitely something that would have been on console and not. Okay, so if you come up here, you can get a rope, and then you do this, and you can select rope, so you can select what item you have, so you can hold more than one. And then there you go. We can use the rope. Oh no! I got crushed. I forgot the thing would crush me like that. So you can see one of my lives is gone. In the top right corner, there's now one little Pac-Man symbol. I've lost my rope, so I have to go get that again. Oh, yeah. Select it. There we go. Alright. Oh no. Okay, so let's see here. I don't know if I got everything or if I have to get one more or something up here. Hold on, let's see. I do want to at least beat the first level, although, see, there was one more. Okay, there we go. And even though you picked up the rope, if you jump back through the circle, you'll lose it again. So, keep that in mind. So your health bar, you'll see if you land on the spikes, your health bar goes down. But fruit raises it back up. So, oh, there we go. I got health and then I lost it again. Well, there we go. So they had lots of fruit up there to help us. So the chest, we have to get the key to open the chest. And this, you can see, is kind of broken, so we can't get through there yet. Okay, so we got the bubble. So you switch over to the bubble, and the bubble lets you swim. Okay, so we got hammer, and there's the key. So we go through that, and we lose the bubble. So we take the key over here. And then we use the hammer. And we got 3 more pellets to grab. And there we go. So we got all the pellets. If you get all the way down here without all the pellets, the exit door doesn't open. So there you go. That was the first level of Pac-Man. I actually had fun playing this. It's not the controls are not the smoothest. But I actually enjoyed playing it. It was kind of fun. It was a cute little Pac-Man adventure game, like platformer. So, but yeah, totally worth it on the collection. Really like the fact that this was, you know, Japanese exclusive, and then for the first time over here for us to play. Okay, so here is, again, this is Pac-Man arrangement, a lot like the arcade version. It's just the console version. So you will see it looks very similar. And again, this was fun. I like both the arcade and the home version of this. There you go. So you can see, this is very similar. It just actually changes it just a little bit. But as you go on, the levels start changing more and more. But again, I really like this. I like this and the arcade version. So these are some of my favorite games on the collection. Just like playing Pac-Man, it's just the levels keep changing so that it's always a little different. Whoop, I died. Oh well. Alright, so there we go. Pac-Man arrangement on the home console. Okay, what's next? Oh, Championship Edition. This was fun too. So this one, we'll just start, like, it gives you like 5 minutes. You can just start with doing, there's different settings you can do. We'll just do the 5-minute one. See, championship mode, 5 minutes. And what you're trying to do is just survive for 5 minutes and see how many points and everything you can get in that amount of time. But I liked the colors in this one, the way it looked. Whoa! And you have to get more. So as you eat more, you will see some more will unlock. There we go. And now it unlocked on the other side. There we go. So as you can see, that's what you're doing. You're just trying to keep going. Keep it going. How long can you survive? How many points can you get? And you got 5 minutes to play. So we're not going to play the whole 5 minutes here, but... And if you die, you just keep playing. You're just bonuses and scores and everything change. And the ghosts, as you can see, start getting faster and faster, and so... Anyway, there you go. Pac-Man Championship Edition. Like I said, I liked that game too. I thought that was a lot of fun. Pac-Motos, I guess is based on... Oh, the ghost pushed me out of the way. Okay, here we go. I guess there was another arcade game or a Japanese arcade game called Motos, and this is like it, only with Pac-Man. So we're gonna go back to, let's see, there we go, World 1, and we'll start with Stage 1 so you can see what the game is like. Okay, so there's different power-ups you can use. That's what the loadout is. But basically, you're trying to knock everything else off of the platform. So there we go. I got them all off. I'm the last one standing. So that's what this is. There's just different platforms, different things. It starts getting pretty complicated as you get further on into the game. Whoop. And if you take too long, stuff starts disappearing out from under you, like you could just see. So this was pretty interesting, and this does actually have boss fights. So as you're going on, all of a sudden you will get to the end of the world, and there is a boss fight. So, well, I died. He just knocked me off. But as you can see, if you die, you come back, and everyone you've already knocked off is knocked off. So there's only one guy left I need to deal with. There we go. So you've seen what the game's like. That's what it is. We'll go to the boss fight just so you can see it. But yeah, so we're going through, and you have to try to... So he will zoom forward. Whoa. No. Once you figure out how the boss works, I didn't remember it being too hard. It is a little tricky at first because he can easily spin and then knock you off really easily. Whoa, no. Oh, that was close. No. Oh, well, anyway, I got about half his health away, so. But there you go. So that game was pretty fun. I did enjoy that. I got like halfway through the third world, I think, or to the end of the third world, so. Okay, Pack and Roll Remix is... It's interesting. I'll show it to you, and then you can kind of see what it is. So you start off, and you're kind of like rolling like a ball through these levels, almost like, I don't know. So you have to pick up the pellets as you roll through the level. You go really fast, though. The control's okay, but it's not super precise, but it would be better, except that in later levels. And so you have to get enough to get through the door. So I don't have enough. So you have to come this way and try to get more. And you can see it's kind of controls, but in the earlier levels, even though the control's not great, it's still, you're able to play it. But I found like as it goes on, it got, I don't know, maybe I'm just doing something wrong with the way I'm playing it, but it just got really hard to do as I got on further and further into the levels. Like, once you got toward like 3 or 4, it stopped. It felt just annoying to try to play. And there's the goal, so we got past the first level.
Yahoo!
But that is Pac-Man. Well, I guess I can show you. I'll move on further. And so let's see here. If we go to World 3. Okay, so Stage 1 of World 3. So you move really quick. But here, like, there's a train, and you have to try to get onto the train. And then there's a way to stop, so you have to use this brake. And you have to try to roll onto the train and then stop. Where's the train? And you don't want to hit the little blinking thing in the middle there, because that's like a jump pad. So you gotta just roll on here. Oh, and then you gotta hit it there. Oh, see, now I'm off of it. And now you gotta roll. There's just different things you had to do. This level, this is where I stopped. Just, the controls just stopped being. And you gotta start getting really good with using the brake. So this is what started getting, this is where I was starting to get, like, not having as much fun with it, just because it just got hard to control with, I felt, with the speed and everything. So, I mean, it starts off okay, but as you get on further, it becomes, you know, it's gonna get harder, but it just got to a point where I was having less fun playing it, for sure. And the only other thing I have to say about this game is... Oh, I did get it. Okay. Is poor Pac-Man's nose would have to be really sore after a while. Look, he's just crushing it over and over and over. Why would you do that to yourself? Anyway, just a thought. Okay, so there we go. So that started off okay, but as it got on, I just found that it was more and more... Just I found it sometimes frustrating to play. And we're back to Pac-Man 256. So we have gone through all 14 games. I still think, even though some of the games were not my favorite, that it was a great collection. Absolutely worth picking up and playing. I picked it up, I think, for like $15. So what, a little over $1 a game. And yeah, absolutely worth it. This is on the PlayStation 4, of course, but I really enjoyed this collection. So yeah, some great stuff. Like I said, a nice blend of arcade and console stuff. I like the fact that the arcade is customizable, and there's all kinds of other things you can do. Like, you can come over here and spin tokens to try to buy things, and it's just kind of random what you get. And you'll get different things. There, I got a Blinky. But there's different things you can collect and everything in here. So, just a lot of fun to be had here. So, if you like Pac-Man, or if you like old game collections, this is totally worth it. Great game, especially for the price nowadays. Give it a whirl. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video going over Pac-Man Museum Plus, and as always, thank you for watching.